everyone. Welcome to Remembering Sarah. Thank you all for joining me today. This is my very first actual video of myself sharing with all of you something very near and dear to my heart, and which is my daughter's urn and a few necklaces that I consider to be very special to me. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna have to stand up here throughout the video, so just bear with me. I don't have all the fancy trinkets yet, so just bear with me here. And I'm a little chilly today, so got a little wrap around. This is my daughter's urn. It's blue, her favorite color. As you can see, there's 3 necklaces on it. This one on the bottom here, this colorful one with her name inside of a blue heart, I purchased on the way to visiting my family last year, and I just had to stop for gas, and it was at a gas station that had all kinds of name keychains and jewelry and that, so I decided to treat myself, I guess. And so I put it on her urn when I got home from that trip. And then above that, there's a little S one. I'm not sure who purchased it for her, but I'm sure she probably got it for like a birthday or a holiday or some kind. And then this one here is very special. It's a cross necklace that Sarah had received from her Uncle Ben for her baptism, and she was a baby, and it's been with us for a very long time. It's probably the most special one of the 3. The reason why he got it for her is because not only is he her uncle, but he's also her godfather as well. The chain itself that it's on currently is not the original chain, because obviously throughout the years we've had to get some chains that would fit her comfortably. So on the topic of necklaces, I will be talking about a few of my own that I wear from time to time. But first I would like to cover about the ashes and tell you a little bit about what some of us in the family have been doing with our ashes, and that are pretty important and special things that we've done to keep the memory of her alive. So I'm gonna talk about 2 vials. They're like little blue vials that we got from the funeral home initially, and I'd like to show you one, but I don't have any more, and I could get more, but I don't really have any need to do that right yet. So maybe I'll show you the next time somebody asks for one or whatever, what it looks like, or maybe I'll have my mom or somebody who already has one send me a little clip or something in the future. But that's not the importance of it anyway, but I will tell you what a couple people in my family have done since they've received her ashes. I'm sorry, I have a little itch on my chin, chinny chin chin. And the first one I'm going to tell you about is my mother's vial. Last Mother's Day, my mother and I put in a memory garden in my backyard in honor of Sarah, and she always takes her ashes with her everywhere. Not really my stepdad's vial, because she has a necklace of her own as well, but she did have her vial with her, and I didn't have any more, so rather than taking her urn to the garden, I just asked my mom if we could walk down there and take some of her ashes and spread it in the garden underneath her Sarah rack, which I'm not going to go too much into detail with my garden. That I have another plan for another video, perhaps a picture slideshow along with a little story like this to add to it. I'd rather wait until like Mother's Day around that time to share that story with you all. And then, so yeah, we had put some of her ashes in our garden so that she could be in there, because it is, after all, her garden. So I felt like she belonged in it. So yeah, thank you, Mom. And, oh, sorry. Moving on, speaking of my mom, oh, wait, no, there's one more vial that I have to tell you about. This is really special. And this also happened around Mother's Day last year as well. So my niece Kirsten had a vial, and she had planned on going to Miami for a trip last Mother's Day. And I got to visit with her because I was buying a dress to go to the governor's mansion, and I'll explain that in another video as well, and why I went to the governor's mansion and that. So anyway, Kirsten had taken the vial with her per my request, because I asked her, since she was going on a trip and since Sarah wanted to, you know, see the world, is really what Sarah really wanted to do. See, she was at an age where she was starting to discover what she may want to do in the future. And a lot of it involved traveling and photography, perhaps. She had dreams and ambitions just like any other teenage girl would. So she took the vials on the beach on Mother's Day and made a short little video and sent it to me. And if I remember correctly, she took a stick on the beach and spelled out Sarah in the sand close to the shoreline with a heart next to the H at the end of her name. And then she took a scoop of sand out underneath that and put some ashes in there, and then put the sand back on top of it. And if I remember correctly, what she said to me was, "Happy Mother's Day, Aunt Marcia. Sarah's on the beach right now. The waves will come and pick her up and take her into the ocean and to other parts of the world." So I thought that was really special thing for her to do per my request. And I'm sure Sarah would approve, absolutely. So yeah, and maybe I'll show that video, that short clip, in another video as well, maybe a Mother's Day video or something. But thank you, Kirsten, for that. It's all about keeping the memories alive. That's what this is all about. So moving on, sorry. This is my mother necklace, mother charm necklace. And if you can see, it's a mother holding a baby. So mother's on this side, baby's on that. It almost kind of represents like an arm holding too. So when I was looking for a necklace, this one just really stood out to me. I love it. It's simple, but that's okay, because I wanted simple for a reason, because I want to be able to upgrade and add to it. And, you know, if I want, on her birthday this year, I may buy a birthstone charm to add to it. And I just feel, I've always felt like with anything in life that you shouldn't always just go all out at first, because then you don't leave any room for any new things, you know. And that's what life is all about, right? Is experiencing new things and adding to current things and fulfilling those values. So my mother purchased this for me. Thank you, Mom. You didn't need to. I told her, I sent her pictures of it when I was looking at necklaces, and told her that I was about to order it within a day. And then she texted me back like within that hour and said, "You don't need to order it. I already did." So that's my mom. You know, she's always trying to be helpful. So God bless you, Mom. Thank you. And so yeah, that's that. We took the empty necklace in that weekend on Mother's Day, and along with the urn, to the local Crest here, and they filled it for me. So I love it. I wear it all the time, except for in the shower, probably, because I have a fear of like the loofah getting stuck in it or whatever, but pretty much wear it all the time. And it makes me feel that much closer to her, which is very important. Okay, so moving on. This is the last thing I'd like to share with you today. This is an angel wing necklace. And it's beautiful. It was given to me by a friend of the family named Marianne, who was garage sailing with my mom at the time, and saw this and said, oh my God, I have to get it for Marcia, or something like that, my mom said. And it was perfect too, because my mom brought it to me right before an event that my husband and I had to go to last summer, a very important event, the governor's mansion I was mentioning earlier. My husband and I had gotten a Donate Life ceremony invitation. For those of you that have watched that picture slideshow would know what I'm talking about, but for those of you who haven't, it was pretty bittersweet is the word I'm going to use, because, you know, no parent should ever have to suffer our loss. But what can I say? What an honor, despite the hardships. What an honor to have a precious little girl walk into your life, and then the Lord calls her home, and then like months later when you feel like giving up and you're just like a hot mess, and oh, sorry, she still surprises me. She can still do amazing things, even though she's in our Father's kingdom. How awesome. Yes, so my husband and I went to that event, and I had to wear this. So a few things about the actual necklace here. I'm going to stand up, sorry. This enables me to put it at any length. I'm not going to actually put it on, but I'll show you kind of how I wore it for that occasion. So I put it kind of so that the angel wings would be like this, like above the mother charm. And I got so many compliments on it, guys. I did my hair like old-fashioned 1920, rolled, you know, like Eleanor Roosevelt. I think some of you who had watched that picture video would see how put together I really was, and I got so many compliments that day, but that's not what it was about. I really love this. I wear it like for special occasions. I wore it over to my in-laws for Christmas dinner, you know, things like that. So yeah, I absolutely love it. Thank you, Marianne. You're the greatest. So I guess that kind of wraps it up here. We're at 13 minutes anyway. I hope I'm not boring any of you. And I'm also losing daylight. And like I was telling all of you, maybe I'd like to be able to get some tools, you know, that'll help me do these videos better down the future. But right now my husband and I are just penny pinching, and you know, it's kind of our slow season at work, and so I just have to be patient, and so do you. So thank you, everyone. So yeah, I just want to conclude this video by asking you guys a couple a favor or two. First of all, I will ask you to please consider commenting on this video if you can, so that you can help me kind of drive the idea of my next video in the direction that you would rather want. But I will tell you right now, I have quite an extensive list of ideas for these videos, 20 or more. And if there's any preference that one should be done before the other, I'm trying to do this in a fashion that's like, you know, opposed to what time of year it is. You know, obviously the next video I'm going to show you is probably not going to be like anything relating to Sarah's birthday, since it's only February, and but it is around the corner. Sarah's birthday was March 8th, so look forward in the month of March to seeing a lot more of birthday footage. You know, like it could be picture slideshows of the birthdays that have taken place. You know, if you guys have any ideas whatsoever, please feel free to give me a comment. Also, like this video, subscribe. There's lots of new things coming around the corner. It'll be a very busy month next month. But as far as next week's video, I'm going to try to shoot for doing videos on Wednesdays, so that way you guys know when to expect them. And hopefully I'm not taking up too much of your time as well. So the two ideas, if you could comment to me whether I should do a picture board. These are the picture boards of many pictures of her that we had put together. Or I was thinking Sarah's stuffed animals would be another great idea, because there is one particular stuffed animal of hers that is so special. You guys, I'm telling you, I know it sounds ridiculous, like who wants to watch a video about stuffed animals, but seriously, you will. You won't want to miss this. I'll give you one little hint. If I talk about stuffed animals, you guys, if you've seen all of my picture slideshows, this stuffed animal has been in a lot of these pictures of mine, and his name is Tim. And I'll explain to you how important he is, but I'm not going to tell you even what stuffed animal he is. So I'll let you guys like think about that, okay? So thank you all for joining. Now we're going on 17 minutes. Like, I'm so sorry. But yet I'm very grateful to have your guys' support as well. And I think that this is very important for me to do in order to take my place in my grieving process. So thank you all very much for your support. As always, I wish you all many blessings, love and light, and God bless you all. Thank you.